of Donald Trump is that the deal was concluded by Barack Obama. And this is why, in fact, it is the worst deal ever concluded by the United States of America.
There he is. We need your help. We're trying to become citizens.
You seem pretty American to me.
I thought I was. Now I gotta take like some dumb history test so I can get sent back to Moldova.
Where is Moldova?
I don't know, man. What do I look like, a book? Mr. Salvador, she's Dominican. That's Akib. He's a nerd from Ethiopia. Malin, John Hall. They're rich as hell, but they won't actually say where they're from.
Her dad lives in international waters.
Is this the man who help? Was a great idea, brother.
We're not brothers. You use the word disco as a verb.
You want to disco? Let's go disco right now.
We need a teacher.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
We were gonna hire you for the whole week.
That's like $15,000.
My God, do you think that's a lot of money?
Zelda, you're up.
Yep. So you work to FedEx.
I do. At night, I work here.
Oh, 2 jobs.
Kind of. In the morning, I deliver newspapers. Then I go over to the Genius Bar and just a couple of iPhones from yours, then FedEx. Let me get you a
In school, our dad would have one conversation with our teacher and we'd get all A's.
He bribed them? I wouldn't call getting your family back a bribe, but sure.
It's clear your dad is a legit supervillain.
What are you talking about?
I told you, I'm more of a science guy.
Be less boring.
Back home, I was a cardiothoracic surgeon, but I love America. I want to be a part of it. Awesome. Thanks for the ride. You owe me $27.50. Oh, what is this place have to do with that? Look at those guys out there. You got immigrants from everywhere.
It's been inspiring just being here.
Can anybody tell me who Benjamin Franklin was?
He's the guy on the honey. Those are my favorites.
Yes, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for.
See, Hamilton from Hamilton.
That's Hamilton.
You can't just let a bunch of strangers into my house.
It would only be illegal if we were soldiers and the government was forcing you to house us. That's the Third Amendment. Boom.
Gun ho. You learned something.
I'm amazing.
The US wielded the strongest sanctions in history and raised 12 sweeping demands on Iran. Iran dismisses the threats from the Los Angeles state, but what if it doesn't comply? And is the US seeking regime change in Iran? This is Inside Story. Hello and welcome to the program Comments on Iran. Iran's been given a list of 12 demands by the United States and warned that if it doesn't comply, it will face the strongest sanctions in history. The new Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, also threatened that America was ready to respond if Iran resumed its nuclear activities, but declined to elaborate. More tensions between the two countries grew considerably when President Donald Trump pulled the US out of the 2015 Iran nuclear deal. But Pompeo's hardline stance goes far beyond the nuclear issue.
First, Iran must declare to the IAEA full account of the prior military dimensions of its nuclear program and permanently and verifiably abandon such work in perpetuity. Second, Iran must stop enrichment and never pursue plutonium reprocessing. This includes closing its heavy water reactor. Third, Iran must also provide the IAEA with unqualified access to all sites throughout the entire country. Iran must end its proliferation of ballistic missiles and halt further launching or development of nuclear missile systems. Iran must release all U.S. citizens, as well as citizens of our partners and allies, each of them detained on spurious charges. Iran must end support to Middle East terrorist groups, including Lebanese Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Palestinian Islamic Jihad. Iran must respect the sovereignty of the Iraqi government and permit the disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration of Shia militias. It must also end its military support for the Houthi militia to work towards a peaceful
bullshit, asshole.
Iran must withdraw
Shit,
all
asshole.
in the Iranian command
postgrad program at the University of Tehran. And also in Washington, Ali Bayas, director of the Iran Project at the International Crisis Group. A very warm welcome to all of you. Mr. Mirandi, Mike Pompeo has said that these are very basic requirements that aren't unreasonable, while President Rouhani has called them funny and ridiculous. How likely do you think it is that Iran will meet any of these demands?
There's zero chance. I think the whole speech was designed in a way to make sure that the Iranians would give a firm no.